Good evening. Welcome to Soni Irabor live on LTV. Well, DSTV 258 or 256, for those of you who have asked, okay? And tonight we're focusing more on the activities of the society of Lagos, the social life of Lagos, the bling called Lagosians. Now, there's a movie that's trending about now. It's about to be released at all the cinema houses from June 28th, where attention will be paid to just seeing how the 1% of the 1% of Lagos, really lives. Now, it's a social commentary. It's satirical, but I'm not here to tell you how the story unfolds. That's really not the intention. We're going to look at the Lagos society, all of us, you and I. How do we live our lives? How true are we to ourselves? And how best can we try to obey the rules and regulations of society so that in the estimation of the right-thinking members of society, all and sundry will have a stake, a positive stake in the life, the community we live. All right? So tonight, as we discuss the movie Bling Lagosians, we also be talking to a member of the cast, and this is a known face because she's been on all other movies before now, but now she's going to play, or she's playing in this movie, Iyaloja. But she's also known as Mawoyan Ogun, and she's from Lagos State. And she will tell us more about Lagos that she knows and she grew up in before we go into Bling Lagosians. Mawoyan, welcome.
Thank you.
The one I remember of you is Jimeji.
Yes.
You were Mausi.
Mausi.
Mausi. Okay. You were one juju woman there.
Yeah. But one juju woman. Yes. And she was the brain box of that of the whole story that unfolded in Jemeji.
Okay.
And so Mausi was something else. You don't get to play Mausi every day, because to play Mausi, you have to own Mausi to be able to deliver her. Oh. And then when you are done delivering her, you let her go.
It was like you were just in and out of her. Or
yes,
the other way around?
For those many months of shoot, yes. I had to, because I was also on set as a language consultant.
Oh, okay.
For the series, to teach other actors how to speak the Ogu language.
The what language again?
Ogu.
Ogu, not Egun.
Ogu.
Okay, please enlighten me more.
The Ogu people have been erroneously called Egun people.
Okay.
So, and we are everywhere. West Africa, you find us around the coast.
So
we're always
must
by
love a lot of fish.
Yes,
yeah?
fish. We are fish people.
Okay.
And you have us in the Caribbean, everywhere. We are everywhere. And it just depends on which of the Ogu language you speak. We have over 200 dialects.
Really?
Yes, of the Ogu language.
In the coastline here, the West African coastline.
Yes.
How many countries do you cover?
Nigeria, Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana. I think we have some of us in Burkina Faso.
Really?
And all of those places. And the beauty is that one man speaks his own dialect. I can't understand.
You can't?
Like.
But there must be some words that are identifiable.
Yes.
Okay.
Like if I say wavy, fish.
Okay.
Wavy, fish. Every Ogu person knows I just said fish.
Okay.
But you get to some dialects, they don't call it wavy. So my dialect is a central Ogu language. Is the melting and meeting point of the language, where you cannot speak any other dialect, just speak my dialect.
The director of this program is called Adeshegun Egop. He actually reads news in, is it Ogu?
Ogu.
Okay. After this program, we will go and discuss some serious issues on Ogu. But then you are Iyaloja of Bling Lagosians.
Yes, so.
How did you arrive at that title, Bling Lagosians?
It is that woman, that powerful Amazon, Bolanle Austin Peters, who came up with BAP, who came up with that that title, because she's a very deep human being. I'm sure that title must have come from one of those times when she's like, she's good at observing things around, and she's this kind of person. It's like, how do you people manage? How do you survive all this? I said, Madam, the fact that you have come into entertainment, you have to learn to survive it. So I guess Bling Lagosian comes from the fact that Lagosians want to bling. How she now coined it into that Bling Lagosians things.
A co for show, right?
Instead of saying a co for show, but the foreigner may not understand, but the foreigner understands bling, bling bling, and the foreigner understands that Lagos people are Lagosians. So Bling Lagosians. Lagos person know they carry last.
I know that, and worry, please.
but Lagosians know they carry last.
Like.
And that is what Bling Lagosian is all about.
Now, okay, I love that aspect of the bling represents what really? What are you looking at? What are you talking about?
The bling represents the aristocrats.
Okay.
Aristocrats and people who try to be like them. People who already have that in their bloodline, who live it day by day. And of course, we are all Lagosians. Somewhere in the movie, you discover that the bling, that's part of the society. They are not all Lagosians.
Okay.
But the moment you cross and enter this side, you become a Lagosian.
Straight away.
Straight off. So it's the bling cuts across. The bling cuts across people who deal with affluence.
Okay.
Who deal with old money, new money. Yes.
New money.
Yes.
Okay. I have to take note of that old money. I think I prefer the old money
to the new money.
Because more valuable, right?
Yes, in the hands of those who can treat it right. Old money in the hands of spoilt children, spoilt in quotes. Old money in the hands of such people will not survive.
Okay.
It will go.
This is a satire of sorts.
Yes.
It's addressing the good, the bad, the ugly of society.
Yes.
Are we living in fool's paradise?
But you know now. You know now that most of these people in that class, we on this end, and you know it's the Bling Lagosians, 1% of the 1%.
1% of the 1%. So if we have 100%, we have 1%, that's 99%. So you're now saying of the 1% again, that's 0.99999.
You know, so those in that 1% of the 1%, there's still a divide amongst them. Yes, because you are counted as 1% of the 1%, you live it true, or you are counted as 1% of the 1% and you live a lie.
Okay. And Nigerians live a big, I don't want to finish it because you probably want to go to to the cinema. It's coming out the 28th, I announced.
Of June.
Of June. That's in a few days.
Yes.
Now, when you talk about cinemas, which cinemas?
every cinema that is a cinema in Lagos, 28th of June is closed down for the Bling Lagosians. And Lagosians are going to bling. They must bling 28th of this month. I know. He's blinging something. Shabi can say I'm blinging. He's blinging something.
Speaking of which, you dressed like a Ghanaian. Did I just say Ghanaian? You dressed like a Ghanaian lady, but these are how Ghanaian men dress. And this lovely lady is living the side of her. Okay, now this is interesting. And then what I used to refer to as Madame Kofo connectivity, but which one is this one? Because
this is Mawoyan.
Mawoyan. Okay.
This is Mawoyan. And this, it's somewhere in my lineage. My grandma was Ghanaian.
Ah, so I wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't. Okay. You weren't. You were very accurate. Huh? My mom was a Beninois.
Oh. Okay.
And my dad is very Nigerian. Okay. My great-grandma, somewhere in between, was Togolese. So I'm a full West African babe.
Yeah, I can
undiluted.
Feel that. I can feel that. Mawoyan, what does it mean?
God is good.
All the time. All the time. Ogun is the
Ogun is the name I met them being called in my father's house.
But it's the same
surname.
Yoruba Ogun?
Yes. But it's not this it's
not the river.
It's not
the god of iron?
It's the god of iron.
Aha. Okay.
It's the god of iron.
Okay. You've got, we see, Iyaloja. Sorry, I called it that. We cannot do without, bringing you in and out of this Bling story.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now, tell me about the Iyaloja in the movie, which you played the role.
Like when we went for a courtesy call to one of our admirers, I warned the people. I say, when you see the movie and you see Iyaloja, please don't be surprised, because the person you see playing Iyaloja is different from this person you are seeing now. Because Iyaloja is an old woman. Okay. She's in her 70s.
Oh, okay.
And of course, I'm just looking at 50 in the face.
You never even reach her?
I never reach her more.
I was wondering.
The road are very, very far. So, Iyaloja, Iyaloja, just like, think of Iyaloja of Eko. You don't want to, I don't think any power in Lagos thrives if Abibatu Magaji does not say, go on song. I don't think so. And Iyaloja in the Bling Lagosians is not far from that. She is 1% of the 1% who chooses to relate more with this other 99%.
So assuming we look at the 99% as the grassroots come other classes.
Yes.
Middle class.
Yes.
The A, B class.
Yes. So Iyaloja is earthy. Very earthy. From like the scene where you are going into Iyaloja's house. I mean, into the scene where you really see Iyaloja. By the time you see the setting, you know that, okay, there is something tush tush posh posh about this thing, but it is old and it is accessible to the masses. You can see that Mawoyan thing can actually happen.
Yeah. Okay.
She waits power, but she doesn't show it.
Okay, so now that power is where we'll take a short break. Okay, we'll just take a short break, because when they talk about power, is it transient or is it the opposite? We'll be right back after this time out.
Make your event a memorable one with captivating and well-organized event center at Lagos Television's prestigious Blue Roof with a capacity of more than 3,000 seats and a fully air-conditioned 750 seats combo hall capacity. Suitable for annual general meetings, government functions, exhibitions, religious activities, wedding ceremonies, burials, musical show, and many more in a well-secure environment. Spacious car park, uninterrupted power supply, and impeccable facilities. Take advantage of all of these at affordable rates.
For inquiries, please call 0808 252 8742 or 0802 282 9898.
Lagos Television Event Center, a tasteful event center for your delight.
Yes, Soni Irabor live discussing the affairs of Lagos, Lagos as a social entity, and how the people of Lagos, how Lagosians, I say Lego or Lego, anyway, how Lagosians, interact with one another, and some of them live a lie. That's the whole idea about Bling Lagosians. It's a movie that is about to trend strongly from the 28th of June in about 5 days. And you want to check all the cinema houses? Go check it out, because there's something that you will see there that will capture your fancy, and you will listen, not by force, by sheer attention. Iyaloja. Parlez-vous français?
No,
Thank
but I
you.
know
Thank God for
attention is attention.
Okay. Right, so the power of Iyaloja, as you said,
Yeah.
shows from the way she probably weaves them together. Now, how does she then talk to the highest, to the lowest, and to the in-between?
Oh my God. I see the character Iyaloja relating with everybody in a humane way. But when you choose to be naughty and not apply this, she comes down and puts you where you belong.
So she's a typical Nigerian old mother that
Yes.
believes in discipline.
Yes. She puts you where you belong.
That's missing now in today's Nigeria, isn't it? Or it's beginning to disappear, right?
But I think we are advocating for it to come back by fire, by force. Like me, I try to apply that in my house. I don't spare the rod. I love silly. But when I need to discipline you, I don't look back.
So you were playing your natural role in Iyaloja.
Yeah, I think because when I got the script for Iyaloja and I got the details from my director, what I did to be able to achieve playing that role was to imagine the character I was to scold as my son, as my little son. So it came out naturally that, okay, you've been naughty, so let's deal with your being naughty. And so far the reports I've been getting with people who have seen it, or from people who have seen it about Iyaloja, is that there is this mommy.
The mommy effect.
It's believable.
Okay.
It's like the audience is drawn into it, that this woman where they see, so if I goof, she will not spare me.
Let's look at the other characters. There's Mukbelola.
Holloway.
Holloway, yes. And then there's Mr. Gray or Dr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Okay.
Akin
Who's
Holloway.
Mukbelola's husband?
Akin Holloway.
Akin Holloway. That must have been played by Benga Titiloye, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just looking at it and saying to myself, the cast was quite heavy and loaded. What was Bolanle thinking when she put all that together? Must have cost a fortune.
There's this thing she says, that at BAP production, we do grand. It has to be grand. she will always say, if you want to do it, let's do it well and do it right. Or leave it.
That's good spirit.
So if you tell Balanle that this person, she asks you, who is going to give me this result? Okay, I know X and Y person who can, but he or she is expensive. How much? Will the person give me result? Yes. Bring the person. It is the result I'm after. If the person comes here, is a human being, we will talk about it. And then by the time I share what I want to do with that person, you have a choice. Balanle can't talk to you and you will not agree. You will do it because there's this appealing thing about her.
Okay.
Her, don't be deceived though, my madame's petite look. Don't doubt the power that she commands.
She is the executive producer and she's the director. How did she play all that together? And this is her first movie because she's known for stage. Okay.
Like in all the years that I've been with Balanle, because okay, I guess our first relationship was stage.
Okay.
So I've known her to be resilient. A never say die person. She will not say it is not possible. I've seen it work somewhere. So it means it is possible here. And don't be surprised that Madame would send you notes 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. And then if she sends you a note and you reply, she will not ask you, oh, can you Soni? I'll be like,
as spot calling kettle black.
so I'll be like, you are not sleeping.
Happy?
If you are sleeping, you won't be sending this message at this time. So she is this person who believes that if you want to get results, you don't rest until you get the result. Then after the result, then you can blossom. The rest can come. Like a cast member was telling me, Bam Bam was asking, say, it's like Mama looks radiant and happy since we did Bling Lagosians. I said, she was pregnant with this idea and take it to real pregnancy.
So she has birthed.
She has birthed the baby. When you are pregnant, you look ugly, you lose form, maybe your nose is swollen, all of that. It comes with the terrain. But the moment you put to bed,
the glow comes back.
The glow comes back, where you go through all the beauty treatments to bring you back to who you were before. And then you now look at the child that you have birthed and you're like, okay, that's a continuation of me. Naturally, you are happy because you now have something that will outlive you.
There's something very poetic about you and quite philosophical at the same time. But look at Lagos. Lagos as a society. Lagos as a metropolis, a cosmopolitan, everything.
Yes.
You have all the people from all parts of the world. Not just Nigeria alone, in Lagos. And Lagos, in fact, I don't know how the government is handling it. 22 million people? Whew. Now, how does this type of movie, now speak to the heart of the social fabrics of Lagos?
Thank you. See, Bling Lagosians, it's about you will see yourself. You will know, that's sin. That is me. Like you said, with rasp attention, you won't have a choice but to follow it, because as the story unfolds, you want to see how it plays out, because it starts off with the various conflicts, and then you are thinking, how are they going to resolve this conflict? And then you see you there, because as you get your scripts, you may not get the full script. you get your beat.
Yeah.
But the day I got to see it at the premiere,
Okay. You didn't see the full story during production.
you can't.
Interesting.
Because, like you said, the cast is big.
Yeah.
You can't have all of us in the same room on the same location at the same time.
So just take different nuggets
Yes.
and you put them together.
Exactly. So, seeing the movie, when I saw the opening beat, I said, okay, this is the conflict. The conflict comes at you from the opening scene.
Wow.
And you're like, how are they going to resolve it? And you see that in resolving it, you see the kind of life we live in Lagos.
So there's a message, strong message. Okay.
Where we usually, most times,
Hello, good
don't
evening.
tell.
Okay, we've got a caller. Hello, good evening. How are you? Good.
Yeah, this is Spaghetti calling from Ikorodu.
Okay.
But it's,
Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to know about the movie because I'm very much interested. Also, is it a movie, is it home movie or at the cinema?
It's at the cinema. Okay, go ahead.
it's at the cinema. But it's thank you for calling in. It's at the
You have
cinema.
something, okay. You have something else to say? Yeah, at the cinema. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, I'm from Badagry.
Yes,
Oh.
she's Badagry.
Okay.
28th of June, every cinema in Lagos State is closed down for Bling Lagosians. And please, you better be the 1% of the 1% who get to see Bling Lagosians on the 28th. Because on that day is blinging. And please come blinging. Come blinging. You must bling Lagos. Lagos must know. You know, if Lagos don't know their culture, let us reiterate the culture of Lagos to Lagosians.
Okay.
You get it?
All right, so where is it going to hold, please?
I didn't get that.
Where is it going to hold?
All cinemas in Lagos, all cinemas. You
All
can walk
cinemas,
into any
okay.
cinema.
Any cinema I can walk into?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, thank you, Ma. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
That's an interesting.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Okay, now that's an interesting one. All cinemas, I can walk in, bling in there, and then I'll see Bling Lagosians.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. There was something you were talking about before the call came through. You know, we were looking at the society and the message. Am I right?
Yes.
That we get from it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Bling Lagosians, like the story, it's actually
Good
about.
evening.
Good evening. How
Wow.
are you?
Mawoyan, how are you?
I am very fine.
My name is Itilayo Omowumi Akimoyo Kaku.
Wow.
You put up for it.
Titi, how are you?
Apple girl. This is beautiful. I'm enjoying this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, when are we coming to collect complimentary tickets?
Ah, Titi. This is television, okay? You cannot be doing that.
No, you see me.
If you go and collect complimentary tickets, how will we get all the that comes with it?
You know, congratulations.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we will be there to see you.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you.
Okay. I'm just greening ear to ear, as they say. Right. Okay, so that message, that's central. I still want to hear how Lagos. Yes, go ahead.
Gets so it's this family. Mokwelola Holloway
Yes.
had a 50th birthday, and you know Lagosians don't go halfway; they go all out.
Yes.
And it's being a Lagosian, the 1% of the 1%, it had to make a statement. Now, someone just challenged her that what is her 51st going to be like?
Okay.
So she needs to topple it. I'm not going to tell you.
Huh.
Go and see it.
And that was played by Elvina Ibro.
Elvina Ibro.
Oh.
If you have enjoyed Elvina Ibro on stage, and you've not seen, you don't go to see her in this movie, you'll be doing yourself an injustice.
Wow.
Because she went all out. She became the Lagosian gun. This year, we shall spend it. It's not easy to be a Lagosian. The 1% of the 1%. That's it. You got to see it.
Now, okay. Lagos compared to New York, compared to Rio de Janeiro, compared to not even London, by the way. There's something that is so dynamic about it. I mentioned those Rio and New York because of the hyper nature of those cities.
Yes, yeah.
Rio is a city of, what do you call that? There's this annual dance that they have.
Festival.
Yes.
That
How can I forget this? Come on.
Rio, the Rio Festival.
We'll get it.
We'll get
Hello,
it.
somebody on the line? Okay. Now, these cities, New York, Rio, and Lagos, they have that lifestyle that is so strong. And it just cuts across every social fabric in the different communities in those places. If I say Ayo is one identity of Lagos, then the nightlife is another identity of Lagos. What do we now say of the parties? You know?
There's something I need to say.
Yes.
I need to say. Lagosians will live on the edge.
They live on the edge.
We live on the edge. Okay. Lagosians, a Lagosian is going down the drain and is telling you boldly, Mameke say.
That's
it.
Never say die.
Never say die. Mameke say. Even when it's glaring that, oh boy, you don't go. The guy they tell you say, if I still they breathe for this Lagos, and he will let you know that in this Lagos, no, I'll make a headway.
Okay, the director said we have to round off, and as we're rounding off, I want your messages for those who are watching you and looking at your bling affair in a rather interesting way, by the way.
Yes, thank you. My message to everybody out there is, come June 28th, do us the honor of walking into any cinema in Lagos State and experience what we have cooked for you. You won't leave the cinema the same person, because you would have been educated and more enlightened, and then you can actually see what this other side, this 99% of us, this other side we usually don't get to see. You will get to see it, and how they really, 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 really live their lives.
So just simply the good, the bad, and the ugly of life in Lagos.
Yes.
It's what is going to unravel and unfold before you at the Cinema House, 28th of June. Just in 5 days from now. And I want to thank you so much. Mawoyan Ogun, I got it.
Yes.
I got it. I was going to say, Madam Mawoyan Ogun, that's the head do, right?
No, they just leave the madam, it's just Mawoyan.
Mawoyan, okay. So it's been an evening with Mawoyan on Soni Irabor Live, and we've been blinging Lagosians, and we ask you to go there and watch it at the Cinema House, hoping you've gotten the message from the program. Thank you so much again. May I shake your hands, ma'am? That's my tradition here.
Thank you for having me.
Good night.